Almajiri system, the word Almajiri is from an Arabic word, Al-Muhajir. Al-Muhajir means a migrant or an itinerant, someone who travels from one place to the other. So the reason is that in the past, those the Almajiri people, they are meant to travel from a place or to leave their homes to another place whereby they can acquire and learn Islamic knowledge. So Almajiri, it centers where they learn are known as Makaranta Allo in the Hausa. So Al-Muhajiri is now being corrupted or reduced to the word like Almajiri, but it's originally an Arabic word, which means someone who travels to another place in order to for any purpose. But in this case, to acquire the Islamic knowledge. The institutions of Almajiri are meant to promote Islamic or Arabic literacy, Quranic literacy for children to learn. And there is a history to it. It started all the way from in Borno State during the Kanemi Empire. So these people, the rulers then, they were people who were very knowledgeable, and they wanted to promote Islam and Arabic and Quranic literacy. So when they started this, it was founded by the community, by parents, and the state. So, and the schools were located within proximity to where the students were. Not that they were taken from one state to another. After the caliphate, after the jihad of Uthman Dan Fodio, so the system like that also started in the Sokoto state in order to promote Islamic knowledge and Quranic literacy. So that is the pre-colonial era. But after the British colonization, when the British people came down here, they invaded many kingdoms, many emirs who were deposed, and the institution did not enjoy state funding any longer. There was no one monitoring it, because before the British people came, these institutions were being monitored. They were founded by the state, and the emirs used to use zakat and charity to support the teachers and the students. And there were inspectors, so that were appointed to monitor how these programs were run. Until when the British people came, this was abolished. No state funding, no inspector to monitor them, nothing of such. No support. So this program was disrupted, and many teachers were discouraged to continue it. So it became, they took to alms begging, and also many jobs in order to sustain these teachers and the students themselves. So, and it now came to what we have today. Today, the Almajiri system is an eyesore. It's an eyesore because the way it looks like now is a kind of child abuse. According to a report by National Council for the Welfare of Destitute in Nigeria, so we have about 7 million children under the Almajiri system. So according to Governor Ganduje of Kano State in 2017, he said about 4 million of his children are in Kano alone. But if you look at the 19 northern states and you see the way the Almajiri children, the way they live, is a kind of child abuse, and it's a violation of their fundamental human rights. In the past, when it was started, the aim for instituting the Almajiri system was achieved. The Quranic literacy was promoted. Education was promoted. Then there was nothing like English as we speak now. So Arabic was was the official language. So that was being promoted to understand the deen and also for other things in the society. But the situation has changed now. The Almajiri system, for example, so those who graduate from the school, they are not employable. Even the level of the Quranic education they obtain is not something that can compete with any standard Islamic school today. It cannot. No one can employ them for any Islamic institution or for any our sector or the social sector. They are not employable.
What do you think the federal government can do to actually mitigate this or actually make things better?
You see, one is the Quran encourages us to seek knowledge. The Prophet ﷺ used to say, "Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli Muslim." Every Muslim must search for knowledge. Recently, I saw an executive edict from the Katsina government. If all governments, the states, they can adopt the same system. So it's there that there must be compulsory education, both the Islamic and the Western education, the school. So up to the age of 15 for all the children. And no child should be sent from one state to another to these Makarata, to these Malams, they have to study within their state.
Okay.
All the students who are right now in another state, they should be returned back to their states, and the parents should be held responsible. If the parents can't take care of them, the government should see what to do in order to help them, but the system should stop.